Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging into something really fascinating, sitting right at that line between high fashion and, well, futuristic tech. We're talking about the Ray-Ban Meta Smart Glasses.
That's right. A lot of buzz around these.
Definitely. And we've got a stack of reviews, some deep spec breakdowns, and actual user feedback here. We want to unpack it all for you, really get to the heart of what makes these glasses a, quote, surprising success, especially in a market that's, seen some failures.
It's seen quite a few stumbles, yeah.
And also figure out where they really hit their limits. So right off the bat, the biggest thing, the sort of aha moment for a lot of people, it seems to be that they actually look like regular Ray-Bans. The Wayfarers, headliners, Skylar frames.
That's key.
No bulky, weird gear. Users keep saying they look like normal glasses. That seems huge for getting people to actually wear them.
Absolutely. It overcomes that social awkwardness barrier that plagued earlier attempts.
Okay, so let's unpack this then. What's actually inside these pretty stylish frames?
Well, it's fascinating how much they've managed to pack in there, quite subtly. You've got the new Qualcomm Snapdragon AR1 Gen 1 chip. That's kind of the brain.
Okay.
It's specifically for AR, makes the AI voice and vision stuff run smoothly.
Yeah.
And then there's that single 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera lens. It's tiny, tucked just above the left eye.
Right, so it's not immediately obvious it's even a camera.
Exactly. Good design.
And that tech lets you grab, pretty crisp photos. 4U32 by 3U24 stills. And smooth video, too.
Yep, 1080p video basically captures what you're seeing from your point of view.
Plus those open-ear speakers.
Yeah.
They use bone conduction, right?
That's right. Sound vibrates through your cheekbones to your inner ear.
So your ears stay open to hear, traffic or people talking to you.
Precisely. For music, calls. It all works.
And I'm controlling it. Touchpad on the side or an app.
Both. Touchpad on the temple for quick stuff or the Meta AI app on your phone for more. Pretty seamless.
Okay, now here's where, for me, it gets really interesting. The Meta AI vision features.
Ah, yes, the AI.
We're talking beyond just taking pictures. It can identify objects, translate text.
It can. You look at something, ask the AI, and it can try to tell you what it is. Translate a sign in another language, yeah. Even recall facts about landmarks.
Wow. And reviewers found this genuinely useful, not just a gimmick.
Seems so. People mentioned using it for identifying plants, translating menus. Some reports even highlighted how it could help visually impaired users by describing their surroundings.
That's actually incredible, like having a little smart assistant right there.
Kind of, yeah. And mostly invisible to others.
And you mentioned other positives. What else stood out in the feedback?
Yeah, besides the AI, the audio quality gets a lot of positive mentions. People seem really surprised by how clean the sound is and the volume for calls and music considering the design.
Okay, good audio.
And fast charging, that's a practical plus. You can get like a 40% charge in just 15 minutes.
Makes them easier to top up during the day, I guess.
Definitely adds to the convenience factor.
All right, so we got style, which is a huge hurdle cleared. Real utility with calls, photos, POV video, and these genuinely cool, useful AI features. But it can't all be perfect, right?
Yeah.
What's the full picture? There have to be some trade-offs, some limitations here.
Oh, absolutely. And this brings up that important question of balance, First, the battery life. It gives you about 3 hours of continuous use for audio or video.
3 hours.
Which is okay, but it's not an all-day solution if you're a heavy user. You'll likely need that fast charging capability during the day.
Right. Makes sense. What else?
Well, connecting to the bigger picture, privacy. That tiny little LED indicator light that shows it's recording. It's very small. And that does raise concerns about, covert recording, people not realizing they're being filmed.
I remember seeing that discussion. Didn't FT News mention it renewed privacy debates?
They did. Highlighted how these glasses brought that whole consent issue in public spaces right back into focus in 2025.
And technically, there's no heads-up display,
Right.
No images projected onto the lens like some sci-fi vision.
Correct. No visuals on the lenses, no full spatial computing where you interact with 3D digital stuff. It's essentially sophisticated camera AI features built into glasses.
Got it. So manage expectations there.
Exactly. And one last thing on the audio, that bone conduction. While it keeps your ears open, which is great, in very quiet environments, sometimes people nearby can overhear it faintly.
Ah, okay. So not totally private sound.
Not always, no.
So wrapping this up then.
Yeah.
What does this all mean for you listening? It seems like a really interesting mix. You get this discrete convenience for hands-free calls, taking photos, capturing that first-person POV content like that Reddit user pointed out. But it's paired with these really important ongoing conversations about personal privacy, about consent, and just what the limits of this kind of smart tech are right now.
It's a powerful tool, no doubt, but it definitely comes with new questions we need to think about. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? As this kind of technology becomes more and more invisible, how do we make sure transparency somehow stays visible?
That's a great point. Definitely something for you to mull over as you navigate your own information landscape. Until next time.